My name's Paul Goki. I'm Pete Goki's grandson, and this is the best hamburgers in the United States, actually, so maybe the world, but I don't know what else to say. Well, the records that we have show 1909 was the first year that Pete started, and he started with small box stands, and he used to take it to carnivals and fairs and ball games and things like that. They used kerosene fuel for the fire. He was frying them, is what he was, like a typical burger. He'd sell 10 or 15, and he had a pan that made 30 or 40. He'd keep pouring water on to keep them from drying out. People would come back an hour later to get another one, and they liked those better. So he started cooking them just with water. It's our secret ingredient. And a lot of onions are in there, and it's just, they're boiled.
Paul Goki,
Hey, Kyle.
how are you, buddy?
Good.
Third
Good to see you.
generation of Pete's Hamburgers. I am resting my palms on hallowed hamburger ground right now.
Well, you should be in here working.
If you'll have me.
Yes,
Yeah,
come on in.
if you've got extra aprons, I'm in.
We're here.
All right,
We
door on
got
the
it.
side.
Yes, right down the door. Hello again.
Good to see you,
Good
buddy.
to see you. Good to see you.
This is more vast than I expected, actually.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
And who's this lovely lady
This
parsing
is my
out?
wife, Colleen.
Hi, Colleen. We do the chef shake. Nice to
Sounds
meet
good.
you. And that's an
Thank you.
ice cream scoop. And
Yes, it is.
how much portion?
As much on the top as on the bottom, and it turns out a quarter of a pound.
Quarter of a pound. All right. Well, if you're willing to have me as a line cook, I'm willing to be suited up.
Okay, well, let's find a shirt for you.
As long as it says Pete's.
Hey, Kyle, I'd like you to meet Bill Hoosier. He's my brother-in-law.
Hi, Bill. Nice to meet
Kyle.
you. I feel like I've just taken about 12 steps, but 75 in history right here.
You're not on
Close
the
to
cooking carpet yet. So
100. So look at that sizzle coming on.
And if you want to add a little bit more water,
I do.
about half the pitcher.
Feels good.
All right. And
All right.
then you're going to add the onions. Those
Oh,
are
yeah.
in the tray right there.
This will be worth the wait, folks. Just
Right in the middle.
Right in the
You
middle.
bet. Dump them right out. That's fine.
Just
There's
go
no
for
style points.
it. The whole thing?
You bet.
All
Yep,
right.
the whole thing.
Good.
And then our chopper, and give them a once over a little bit.
So I've got Paul, Pete's grandson, looking in on the window here while I'm working the griddle at basically what I consider the single most legendary burger stop in America. No pressure here, people.
None at
No
all.
pressure.
None at all. You ready for the burgers?
I hope so.
Okay.
I was born ready.
There should be 50 underneath there, and there are. You want to first put in 15 extra. Anywhere you want to.
Anywhere.
Put in 15 extras.
I'm going to go top corner.
Sure. You want to get 30 to the right, 10 in the middle, and 25 on the side.
Okay, 10 in the middle. So what's the longest line you remember having?
We've had lines on both sides going back at least half a block on each side.
Wow.
Yeah, we've had people say that they've waited for 3 pans to get served finally.
Wow.
On most Saturdays, we go through hundreds of burgers. It usually is a line, there's usually a line on both sides for most of the day. And we just keep cooking and serving all day. That's all we do.
And do you then go home and just see hamburgers when you close your eyes?
I usually eat pizza and drink beer when I go home after working on Saturdays.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to use the spatula too, you can get 6 of them out at a time. It
Nonsense.
goes a little bit quicker for you.
Nonsense.
And now you want to take the spatula
And just smash them
and
down.
press them down.
So you don't have a weight. You just
no,
old school.
no, just brute force. That's how I got the
Boom.
physique I have now.
Sure. Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay. Yeah.
400 or 500 burgers every day, smashing down, flipping over. You get pretty buff, you know.
I'm going for the flip now. This is the burger hot tub. Boy, the smell of those onions working their way into these burgers.
So you gotta quit your regular job and start flipping burgers?
No, sir. My regular job doesn't pay well enough, so I actually have been flipping burgers for years.
Now you want to add a little bit more water and flip the onions.
All right.
So they
All
don't burn on
right.
the bottom.
The rest of the pitcher?
Yep, put it right over the onions too if you want to. There you go.
Woohoo! This is fun. So the onions are not salted. It's just pure good onion flavor.
Just regular Vidalia onions.
So let's talk about onions for a second, Bill. We did the math before outside when I was talking to Paul. And if I understand, it's about 5 to 6 50-pound bags of onions a week. And then I did the math on your season, and that works out to be just a little over a ton of onions from April to October for this tiny little burger stand.
Somewhere in Idaho, there's an onion farmer who's smiling right now, I'm sure.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you. I mean, that's a lot of onions.
That's a lot of onions.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we got orders up.
What do we got?
2 without, 1 with. I love the shorthand, by the way. It's just 2 with. They know. It's onions. I could see getting into a rhythm, by the way, which I haven't yet. Hi, what's your name?
Mary
Welcome to Pete's, Mary.
from Florida,
Really? Where in Florida?
Winter Haven.
Are you going to eat all 4 of these burgers yourself?
No,
Be honest.
I probably could. I ate 2 yesterday.
Man, this is just a few folks, but I can see when there's a line, it's got to be something and a half. Yeah, I think that's 4. I've been chatting.
Yep, you're good.
All right.
Terrific.
Bill, this made my year,
Good.
but I also know I'm slowing your line down. I'm going to take these things off. I'm going to resume my roll out there, and I'm going to eat a couple of burgers.
Thanks for doing that first pan.
Thank you,
Did
buddy.
a great job.
Absolutely.
Terrific job.
Thanks for letting me at the griddle. Now that I have worked the griddle and I'm watching Bill from this angle, I understand what a smooth, stealthy, well-oiled, athletic grill machine he is.
Yes.
I mean,
There's so many people that are frustrated that we don't have cheese.
Thank you.
Being in Wisconsin, we should have cheese.
yeah.
But,
I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to talk to you about that.
but the reason we don't is because that's one more thing. You're asking somebody, you want one with, one without, you want cooked, raw. you
Well,
want
and in this
cheese,
cooking
no cheese.
technique, it wouldn't melt.
No,
It would mess with the water.
You'd end up putting cheese on it after it's cooked.
Yeah.
A slice of.
Yeah. And that's no
cheese.
good. Right.
May I help you, kind stranger?
Hello, Bill. How are you? So I'm told by Paul that I'd like to have one that he likes. So it's going to be with grilled onions and raw onions, and a little ketchup and a little horseradish, and then one without.
All right.
A bag or a tray?
Oh, a tray's just fine.
yeah.
We're not going to go but a few feet. We got burgers here, my friend. This is what they call without. It's been poached in that great onion jus.
Yeah.
The onion poach really comes through on the flavor of the meat.
Yes.
That Vidalia sweetness is fantastic. That's the secret right there.
Yep. And they have to be sliced a specific way. If you dice them or do this kind of thing.
Sure, they
don't
release
work.
flavor
They don't-
differently.
Yeah.
So this is the Paul Goki burger. Grilled onions, raw onions, little horseradish, and ketchup. And I mean, if the owner loves it this way, it's got to be good, right?
Right.
These two in particular with an ice cold beer, I would probably eat about six or seven, happily.
I've tried to cut down. I used to have 2 when I'd come here, and now I just eat 1.
And how often did you come here? Every day you were
every
open?
day. You would think you'd get tired of them, but I guess you
No,
just don't.
that's
I haven't yet anyway. So
That's impossible. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
So appreciate it.
You guys coming down.